I'm Randal.
And I'm Hanna.
And we're here today to show you how to plant a dogwood seedling. Why are we doing that? Well, 2018 marks the 50th anniversary of Greensboro Beautiful. Greensboro Beautiful has partnered with the city of Greensboro and helped provide the green in Greensboro. And one program that we want to reinstitute this year in honor of our 50th anniversary is a dogwood tree seedling distribution to all the 5th graders in Guilford County schools. And so we want to show you how to plant those dogwoods so you'll know how, and so they'll live.
Yeah, so that they survive.
And just make Greensboro beautiful every time they flower.
We have sponsors that we would like to thank. First off, we have Greensboro Beautiful, thank you. NC 811 has been a great sponsor. Also, the Rotary Club and North Carolina Cooperative Extension.
Aren't you with them?
Yes, I am.
That's good. Should we get started?
Sure, yeah. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you have your cups that have been provided by NC 811. And these cups are going to be pre-fitted with a perforation on the bottom of the cup. But you're going to want to make sure that you take a pencil or something like that and that you poke the perforation through so that the water is able to drain out of the soil out of the bottom of the cup. Once you do that, then you can go ahead and start filling your cup with the soil and get it ready for planting. The first thing that you're going to want to do is take your empty cup and you're going to want to fill it about 1/3 of the way full with your potting soil that we have provided for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We have our lovely potting soil here that will be provided for you. So we're going to fill it up about 1/3 of the way or so, just so that you have some of that soil down in the bottom of your cup. Then you're going to
these fancy pictures. So we are getting 5,700 dogwood seedlings. That's about how many 5th graders there are in Guilford County schools. They will be delivered and sorted, and Greensboro Beautiful drivers and delivery people will be bringing them to your school the day before. We ordered them from a nursery, and these are the pictures that they sent of the seedlings. So they're about this big. We have one here, and this shows the roots. The roots are about 6 inches deep. The cups are about 7 inches deep. And then the top of them, because they're just seedlings, maybe a couple years old, they're about 18 inches high. But we have our soil in. Go ahead, Hanna.
We have our soil. So now we are going to get one of our seedlings. They'll come together, and you'll just take one of your seedlings out, put one in per cup. And then you will take your seedling. You've got your soil about 1/3 of the way up. Take the roots, sit it down on top of the soil so that the roots meet the soil and touch it. And then you will take, and it may be a good idea to have a partner activity on this, just so that you can have one student holding the seedling while someone comes in and fills around with the soil.
Where do you want that line?
So one of the things that you want to make sure to do is you want to look at where this top portion of the roots are. You do not want the stem to be covered with the soil. You want to make sure that you only fill it up with soil to where this top root is.
So we can get that just right.
Yep.
So in this case, I'm pushing it down just a little, which is good though, because the roots, you want them to go down that way, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to start filling this up with soil. Maybe you can hold it.
Yeah.
Or let me pour a little bit in.
And this can get a little messy, so teachers, I would suggest that you have some tarps or some plastic bags or something like that so you can collect some of this extra soil that falls out.
And then maybe you can show it to the camera. Okay. I'm going to do some more. Nice tamping.
Thank you.
You didn't hurt any of the roots, did you?
No, no. You want to make sure when you put the soil in, you have the children to go around and make sure that they tamp it down just a little bit, but be very gentle, not to press it too much, but just a little bit.
Because the roots are how the tree grows,
Absolutely,
right?
Right.
And they take up water. What else comes up through the roots?
Nutrients, all the things that the plant needs to survive, all of that good stuff. So now we have filled up our soil to the very top portion of the roots. So then you're going to take and just kind of tamp it down just a little bit, just lightly.
We got a little bit more.
Yeah, I see a couple little top roots there.
And how are your fingers? Are they getting dirty?
They're getting a little dirty.
Do they feel good?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
All right.
Try that.
So now we have gotten the soil all the way to the top. All right. So this is what your finished product should look like. If you'll notice, there is a little bit of a lip of bare space here at the top of the cup, and that is perfectly fine. That's what you want. So now that we have gotten our soil in the cup, the next thing that we want to do is we want to water it in. So water is very, very important to a plant's health. The tree can't take up any of those nutrients that it needs to survive if there's not water present in the soil. So we're going to take some water and...
Did you get this for me? Oh, this is for the plant.
It's for the plant.
Oh, okay.
And then just
Should
kind
I
of...
pour it in real fast?
No, you want to make sure that you pour it in slowly so that it has time to
look at
penetrate through the
that.
soil. You may have to do a couple of pour throughs so that you make sure that the water works all the way down to the bottom of the cup. You want to make sure that
That's
you
nice.
water it enough so that a few drops start coming out of the bottom. Once that happens, you stop watering it. You don't want a whole lot of water to come out of the bottom. So now we have a little bit of water coming out of the bottom, so we have put enough in there so that it is nice and watered in.
Right. Now, how long would that be good for, do you think?
You can leave it in that cup for a couple of months, and once you've got it in your cup like this, then you will leave it in there a couple of months and it'll get some of those really nice, fine root hairs on it. And then you will take it out and then you will transplant it into your landscape or wherever you want your dogwood seedling.
How often should we water it in this cup?
Well, I don't want to say that there's an exact time frame. You want to water it when the soil, the top 1 to 2 inches of the soil dries out. So a good thing to do is to take your finger and stick it down into the soil, and if the top 1 to 2 inches are dry, then you know it needs watering. It's going to really depend on the amount of sunlight that it gets, how dry it is in the classroom or the area that the tree is in. So there's a lot of factors that can go into how often you water it.
So these will be in the classroom. They'll be delivered on March
1st.
March 1st, which is a Thursday.
Yes.
And then in March 2nd, Friday's class is when we think the teacher will
We're hoping
plant these with the student.
And
Because they need to get into the soil, right?
Right. They don't need to stay out of the soil very long. So as soon as you get your seedlings, want to make sure that you put that in some soil so that you don't let it dry out.
So that could be a really fun Friday afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then so it's going to be kind of a mess. We saw that. We've got water. When they get all their cups for the classroom, what do we... Is that what these trays are for?
Oh, yes. So once you get your seedling put into your cup in the soil, then we are providing these lovely trays. And then you can set the cups. I think there's going to be about 20 or so that is going to fit in these per tray. And then this is just an easy way that you can transport the cups and the seedlings around so that you can have them all there together so you don't have to carry them individually.
So then as a class, they can all water them on the same time. They'll all get the same care and attention. So what's going to happen in about a month?
Then
Will the leaves come out? Maybe. So are they going to take them home in maybe April around Earth Day or something like that?
Take them home about April around Earth Day when it starts warming up outside.
That's it. We don't want it to freeze outside.
No, we don't want it to freeze. And then basically what you would do is you just take this cup. You would take it, kind of dump it out. You may want to press the sides of it a little bit to kind of loosen some of that soil up. And then you just gently pull it out. And then you would take that and you would plant it in your ground.
Put the whole soil and roots, put that right in the ground.
Yep.
Dig a hole a little bit deeper than that cup.
Yes.
And I heard these cups are so nice and were custom made for us. They're also recyclable.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
That's really great.
or you can keep them, wash them, and
And reuse them.
reuse them.
Yeah. All right.
What else should we say?
Well, if you have any questions,
Right.
please feel free to reach out to us. I'm sure that you will have our contact information or anything else that you may need. Enjoy your dogwood seedlings, and I hope you have fun getting a little bit of dirt under your fingernails.
And happy 50th anniversary to Greensboro Beautiful. Thanks for participating.